All right, horror fans, gather around because I've got a spine-chilling story for you today. Imagine moving into a beautiful old Victorian house, big windows, creaky wooden floors, and a history that goes back over a century. Sounds charming, right? But what if I told you this house had a dark secret? Meet Sarah and Tom, a young couple eager to start their new life. They moved into this picturesque house, excited about the history and the charm. But as soon as they stepped inside, they felt something was off. The air was colder than it should be, and there was a heavy silence that seemed to press down on them. On their first night, they heard whispers, faint, almost like a breeze, but unmistakably human. Tom brushed it off as the house settling. But Sarah couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. Little did they know, they were about to uncover the house's terrifying past. A week later, Sarah found an old, dusty journal hidden in the attic. It belonged to a woman named Abigail, who lived there in the early 1900s. As she read through the journal, Sarah discovered that Abigail had been tormented by a malevolent spirit. Abigail wrote about sleepless nights filled with eerie whispers, shadowy figures, and objects moving on their own. That night, Sarah woke up to see a dark figure standing at the foot of her bed. She screamed, waking Tom, but the figure vanished before he could see it. The whispers grew louder, more insistent. Doors slammed, lights flickered, and the feeling of being watched turned into a constant, suffocating presence. Desperate, Sarah and Tom called in a paranormal investigator. When he arrived, he immediately sensed a strong, dark energy. Using his equipment, he detected an unusual amount of activity in the attic, the very place where Sarah found Abigail's journal. They decided to conduct a séance to communicate with the spirit. During the séance, they learned that the spirit was indeed Abigail, but she wasn't the malevolent one. She was trying to warn them. The true evil was an entity that had haunted her, and now it was after Sarah and Tom. The investigator managed to perform a cleansing ritual, but he warned them the entity might not be gone for good. Sarah and Tom left the house, unable to bear the constant fear. To this day, the house stands empty, a chilling reminder of the dark history that lingers within its walls. So, if you ever come across an old, charming house with a long history, remember, some stories are better left untold. Thanks for joining me on this terrifying journey. Until next time, stay safe and stay scared.